You are with the big story here. I'm Seher Zama. We are discussing today two very interesting, much sought after film stars who have entered politics, but now the possibility of them going ahead together. Rajnikanth, actor turned politician Kamal Haasan, has made his second outreach to the superstar Rajnikanth today. Kamal Haasan, who heads the political party Makkal Needhi Maiam, which is known as the MNM, he's now once again said that he will come together with Rajnikanth for the betterment of the people in Tamil Nadu if needed. Kamal Haasan made a similar comment just yesterday, hinting at this alliance. In response to Kamal Haasan's remark, Rajnikanth also responded, saying that he will definitely join hands with Kamal Haasan if needed for the people of Tamil Nadu.
நாங்கள் இணையறதில் அதிசயம் ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. ஏன்னா 44 வருஷமாக இணைஞ்சுதான் இருக்கோம். அதில் இணையம் அவசியம் வந்தால் கண்டிப்பாக சொல்லணும். அது இப்போ வேலை தான் முக்கியம். இது பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கிறது முக்கியம். சேர்ந்து பயணிப்பது என்பது தமிழகத்தின் மேம்பாட்டுக்காக சேர்ந்து பயணிக்க வேண்டி வந்தால் பயணிப்போம்.
மக்களுடைய நலனுக்காக நானும் கமலோடும் இணைய வேண்டிய சூழ்நிலை ஏற்பட்டால் நிச்சயமாக இணையும்.
My friend, respected Mr. Rajinikanth, and I are of the same opinion that if need be, all hands should join together for the sake of Tamil Nadu, and we are no exception. That is our attitude. We mean it. We have come here not just to do politics, but to make a better Tamil Nadu.
Let's get in more details. We have with us our correspondent Pramod with those inputs here. Pramod, there is going to be much speculation about this as well, on why the two are looking at joining hands. Two separate forces to reckon with are choosing to come together if need be.
Well, you can actually see that, both Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan are definitely great stalwarts when it comes to Tamil cinema, and it apparently looks like the people are having a big fantasy when it comes to Tamil Nadu. That what if, what will happen if Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan come together? They were, and at the earlier days, they were together in cinema, and they actually gave a lot of great hits. But then, they parted ways. So it looks like, it's a kind of a huge thinking with the people, what will the same thing occurs. But as per history in India, Tamil Nadu politics, the last two great stalwarts who were together and who worked in such manner was Karnataka and NTR. But even then, they were broke about in just 10 years period after they coming to power. But even now, the thing is very interestingly, it seems like one more time such a thing could occur, but everything is under this particular clause called if. Because Kamal Haasan also made it very clear that if for the betterment of the state is required, he'll join hands with Rajinikanth. Rajinikanth has also resonated the same sentence. But it's quite interesting how Rajinikanth has definitely come down from no to it, because think for that when he put forward the same question, he simply said that just like how both our genres are entirely different, the same way our political policies are different. But right now, something has definitely changed in mind.
Right. Okay, Pramod, stay on with us. We're going to be getting in more voices. Political voices, of course, would be eager to react to this. But it's important to hear from fans of Rajnikanth and Kamal Nath. Let's get in Deepak Vikram, a Rajnikanth fan with us over the phone line. Deepak, go ahead, and what do you feel about this? Do you think that the two should be coming together? And they've also made the reason very clear that if need be, this is for the sake of Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, hi. So it's I would say one of the dreams that every Rajnikanth fan and Kamal fan would have had earlier, right from the days when Rajni and Kamal all together, they announced that they are going to be into the field of politics. So two pillars of Tamil cinema coming together into the politics now. So I think that would be a good change if they join hands together, and we fans, we are equally happy. Though there were some sort of small cat fights that had happened earlier in the terms of Indian cinema. So I think in terms of politics, for the betterment of Tamil Nadu politics and for the people of Tamil Nadu, I think things would change in a better way. If they join hands, as a fan of Rajnikanth, I'll be more happier.
All right, Deepak, many thanks for letting us know how exciting this is for either a Rajnikanth fan or a Kamal Nath fan. The two coming together, if it's for the betterment of Tamil Nadu, fans are going to be accepting this. But Pramod, let's also look at how each of them have gone ahead in their whatever little political career they have ever since they announced it. Kamal Haasan, of course, already has registered his political party, had fought the Lok Sabha elections, his party, in 36 seats, won none. Zero in the Lok Sabha, chose not to fight the by-polls in Tamil Nadu. Rajnikanth, on the other end, still has only a political platform, has still not officially, formally entered politics.
It
With
definitely
these
is,
two
and
observations, is there a sense that the two think that it's better to go ahead together? It seems to be a tougher fight if it's alone.
well, if you dial back history a little bit, you can find out, like back in 1996 itself, during the election period, Rajnikanth went ahead and he openly supported Mopanath alliance, which was with DMK at that point, not giving any kind of support to AIDMK that was headed by Jayalalitha. Same way, Kamal Haasan has always been shown as a person who is a rebel and he will not follow rules. But what happened is that in 2011, during his movie release called Vishwarupam, he did speak politically, but he waited until the floods of 2015, Chennai floods, where he actually questioned the AIDMK government for not handling the situation properly. After Jayalalitha's demise, only both Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth once again start talking about politics, and even Kamal Haasan gone ahead, he started his own party, he has his name. Rajinikanth is yet to actually even start a party, but back in 2017, end of December, he said that he asked his fans and followers to turn into warriors and prepare for war. It's been almost 2 years right now, but still there is no development on that area. But still Rajinikanth claims that he is still very much active in politics, even though often he goes into shooting schedule and he comes back suddenly and provides certain statements. But the recent one that was made on the past 1 week about Thiruvalluvar and this one has definitely irked AIDMK, which immediately started spearheading a kind of a campaign against Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan, which probably might be the reason for them to come together into an equal term.
Okay. We're getting in more voices, Pramod. We have Mr. Radhakrishnan, senior journalist, with us on the phone line as well. Thank you for being with us. How do you read this development? Why do you think two very strong personalities who were headed in different directions, even in their politics, are suddenly warming up to each other?
I think this is a bit funny as to what is happening right now, because it is not like there has been some huge issue which has united both these people. It is not like there is a crisis in Tamil Nadu. Suddenly, these people, two of these people realize that, there is a media lull in Tamil Nadu which they can exploit, just as it did about 2.5 years ago, with all the talk of them being on the same stage and talking complimentary of each other and whatnot. Rajini, let us remember, has not still launched a political party. So I don't know what this whole noise is about, Rajini and Kamal coming together for the betterment of Tamil Nadu. What have they done in their fields of activity that has made their fields of activity any better? Nothing. Zilch. That is the track record of both Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth. I think Kamal Haasan probably realizes, having contested in the last election, realizes that he doesn't have the traction to pull it up and become chief minister on his own. And I think that is possibly at the base of this coming together.
Right, but Radhakrishna, what you're saying here, so this is just mere projection. It doesn't sound promising. It means nothing.
Absolutely not, because Kamal's own positions have changed over the year, just over a year that he has been in politics. He has said one thing, he has done something else. Throughout, people with him who were with him initially are no longer with him and whatnot. He hasn't still outlined clear-cut policy goals, barring, talking vaguely about corruption, just as Rajini also does, and about good governance. I don't think these are actually winnable slogans in Tamil Nadu, given the fact that Tamil Nadu is either chosen the ADMK or the DMK, regardless of whether Jayalalitha is alive or not. We saw that in the last elections as well, and as well as the by-election this time. So I think it's a foregone conclusion that both of them seem to be basking on the media limelight, given the fact that their movies are going to be released now, and probably will provide a lot of traction for their movies, which is coming out right now.
Okay, let's also get Mr. T.R. Ramachandran, political analyst, with us on the phone line. Mr. Ramachandran, in your view, what brings about this development? Is there a sign, is there an admission that both of them have accepted that this is not possible to go alone? It's best if we use both our sources here.
Well, I would see this mostly as an attempt on the part of two of them to test the political waters in Tamil Nadu. They have not been able to do much on the political front either individually or even if, let's say, most people would accept them as two belonging to the same kind of grouping. Nevertheless, the first time that the Kamal Haasan's Makkal Needhi Maiam, or the party that he floated, contested elections earlier this year in the Lok Sabha, they did not win even a single seat. Nevertheless, I think they have managed to secure some 10% of the votes of the people in some constituencies. But this does not really suggest that Kamal Haasan's political entity is any great force to reckon with in Tamil Nadu. On the other hand, Rajnikanth has no such political party as of now. In any case, I don't know if they will be able to really turn things around in Tamil Nadu, at least on the political plane. There is no indication whatsoever to even remotely suggest that they can emerge.
But Mr. Ramachandran, when you say that there is testing of waters, the two have been testing waters for the past year at least. One would think how much more testing of waters needs to be done. Or perhaps they've tested enough and decided it's better to do this together.
Well, I would say that they have tested waters, but it has not really given them the fruits that they had imagined. Initially, it was thought if Kamal Haasan was to project himself as entering the political firmament as an opposition to the two Dravidian parties, then maybe this is a chance for him to make a big breakthrough. But that breakthrough has not arrived. Simply put, their popularity on the celluloid has not been converted into votes in Tamil Nadu. That is where they stand, and they don't see much of a future for them, but they think if they come together for the benefit of the people, maybe it might have an impact on the ground, but I don't think that is something that they can really bank upon.
Right. Mr. Radhakrishnan, if you're still with us, this is being viewed very differently by their fans. We'll be getting in more voices. We've spoken to one of the fans here. He's a Rajnikanth fan, he said, but he's still very happy about the fact that as long as you have both these personalities standing for the cause of Tamil Nadu, they're very happy. It's a welcome move for them if it finally happens.
Yeah, but the fans will obviously be excited. But one thing you need to remember is that, fans of both Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan exist in all political parties, including me. I am not attached to any political party, but then anytime there is a Kamal movie, anytime there is a Rajni movie, I'll go watch. I will whistle, I'll do all those things. Now, that's the screen persona that I like. But unfortunately, politics, the acolytes of politics does not switch off in 3 hours' time or, in a couple of minutes. And that is what exactly is the problem with Rajnikanth. And Kamal Haasan also, in critical times of Tamil Nadu, when there have been issues, for instance, in Tuticorin, in demonetization, and a whole lot of other things, both of them have taken stance or have kept quiet, taken a negative stance and completely against the grain of Tamil Nadu, or have kept quiet. And they have not come back to correct their mistakes at all. And that is the problem that I have with this kind of politics. Is there a serious issue in Tamil Nadu that needs the coming together of political parties at this point, or personalities at this point, to tackle that? Nothing of the sort is happening in Tamil Nadu at this point of time. And that is what, this is purely an individual-driven thing, seeking to, fill a gap, a void in the media that exists as of now. They did exact same thing in the December of, I think, 2017, when Rajinikanth announced that he is going to form his political party and conduct the next assembly election. We see the same signs here now.
Yes, let's get in some political voices as well. We have Mr. Kovai Satyan of the AIDMK. Many thanks for being with us, sir. Should this make the AIDMK nervous?
Why should it make us nervous? Looks like it ran out of office before it could even start. There is one political party started by Mr. Kamal Haasan, and yes, he is being selective in contesting elections. The other proposal is only on the papers from Mr. Rajnikanth. So I would say that looking at this, why should we feel jittery or why should we be concerned about this?
Okay, Mr. Kovai Satyan, a lot has been spoken about each of them individually entering politics. But do you think it is going to be an entirely different ball game here when you have two big, immensely popular personalities choosing to come together? Does that make a difference of the two choosing to come together on one single platform? Then,
see, there are multiple angles which this can be viewed into. But from a political standpoint, how this will be viewed as a lack of leadership skills on the either side. Before they could formulate their party and face an assembly elections, and they talk about joining hands with others, certainly I would say they would be compared with Mr. Rajinikanth, the leader from DMDK party, who is in a rally, who started in 2005 and he fought alone for 6 years. So I would say that the benchmark has already been set by somebody else. There is already a precedent. So this move, if at all, if it happens, would be viewed as a lack of leadership skills. And the second point is, as I stated earlier,
okay,
they don't have that momentum going on with their dream of forming a political party and entering into the public life. So I think they ran out of this long back.
All right, Mr. Kovai Satyan, interesting observation there. Other voices who've spoken to us here on this as well. Many thanks. It's been 2 days after Prime Minister Modi praised the NCP and Sharad Pawar for their conduct in the Rajya Sabha. The NCP as a party which has chosen not to rush into the well of the House. The two leaders meet in Parliament reportedly today to discuss the Maharashtra farm crisis. Now, this comes in even as Maharashtra political deadlock in the state that continues almost 4 weeks after election results were declared. What this meeting means today. Let's get in further inputs. I have with us our senior news editor Mandar Fanse with those inputs here. Mandar, should this be a meeting which should be viewed politically with respect to what's happening in Maharashtra? Or has it been as simple as having this meet for the cause of the farmers?
Of course, I mean, when it comes to Sharad Pawar, looking at his stature in Maharashtra as far as his politics is concerned and as far as his history is concerned regarding forming alliances and then, of course, in one instance, even ditching his own political mentor, Mr. Vasantdada Patil. It always happens that Mr. Sharad Pawar gathers that kind of a momentum and that kind of a speculation around him. So obviously, when Sharad Pawar at the backdrop of Maharashtra's politics, meeting the topmost BJP leader and especially our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, then obviously the speculations will be there around that particular meeting. But what Mr. Pawar has gone for, at least officially, what he has told us and what he has also given to the notice of media, that he has given an elaborate kind of a note to Prime Minister to apprise him of the situation in Maharashtra as far as farm crisis is concerned, especially at the backdrop of the ready kharif crops which was there and all that crop across those districts where the monsoon was delayed, were completely lost, and the farmers are in real distress, and that's why he has asked for some extra assistance from the center, and that letter is also now there in the public sphere. So obviously this is the meeting reason which is being portrayed by Mr. Pawar and his office. But of course, the speculations are that the NCP is also trying some options along with BJP, but that's at least not true officially when it comes to their statements. Even until now, the top NCP leaders are also talking that the overall talks behind the curtain which are on between Congress and NCP regarding formation of the government along with Shiv Sena, those talks are also on. The nitty-gritties are still being spoken about and discussed about. And then obviously they are also hopeful that in the first week of December, by around first week of December, the swearing in of the new government will happen, and they still are maintaining to us that they are still going along with Shiv Sena, Congress when it comes to NCP leaders. So of course the speculations are there. If we see really how Mr. Pawar has kept everybody guessing. In 2019 October recently, Pawar's aggressive poll campaign has seen 65 rallies. So at that age, Pawar has shown the kind of force which he has, and he has able to manage that kind of a force. If we go ahead of this particular slide also, October 24th, Pawar led NCP. NCP was completely in a shambles. It was tattered because remember most of the strong political leaders have deserted the party, and at that backdrop he had literally revived the party and bags 54 seats in Maharashtra. So this is how Pawar has started galvanizing the force around his party. And then on October 31st, amid BJP Sena tussle, Sena's Sanjay Raut met Pawar. So this is the day from where at least in public sphere, Shiv Sena started talking along with Pawar. Pawar meets Sonia Gandhi to discuss political scenario on November 4th. So recently, last week, Pawar has met Sonia Gandhi, and then of course that meeting was also regarding the situation of Maharashtra as far as politics is concerned, as far as formation of this particular new alliance is concerned. On 7th November, as assembly term nears end, Pawar returns to Mumbai. Of course, Sharad Pawar was on the tour to Konkan region, and then he cancelled that Konkan region. And around when he says that there will be a president's rule in the state, at that time he cancelled the meeting, and then he returned back to Mumbai. Pawar met Uddhav Thackeray in a Mumbai hotel. This is also a very significant meeting as far as the new formations of the coalitions are concerned between NCP, Shiv Sena and Congress, because this is a very important meeting which has happened, and it was also accepted by both the political parties. Shiv Sena or NCP, they agreed upon that yes, such kind of a meeting has happened, and that meeting was there in a Mumbai hotel, and that was to draw the understanding between NCP and Shiv Sena, because remember these two top leaders in the previous times also they have fought against each other. Not just they have fought against each other, they have made asabic comments against each other as well. So that was also one of the most significant meeting. Apart from that, November 18th to the Prime Minister Modi praises Pawar's NCP conduct in Parliament. So again, the famous talk around in Maharashtra is that Sharad Pawar enjoys very good relation with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and Narendra Modi has openly accepted that kind of the camaraderie which they are sharing between Mr. Sharad Pawar and Modi, and therefore if Sharad Pawar goes to Mr. Modi at this particular juncture, when the politics in Maharashtra is really stepping up, and of course it is boiling, and at the same time the speculations are also on the rise, the days are really passing by, and therefore this meeting was also very significant. Pawar meets again on November 18 also, Sharad Pawar has met Sonia Gandhi in New Delhi. So all these various meetings say a lot about the kind of a fluid structure as of now which is there as far as Maharashtra politics is concerned. Not just that, post the Sonia Gandhi's meeting, Sharad Pawar has also kept everybody guessing, including Shiv Sena, because remember Sharad Pawar has told that he has not discussed politics at all with Sonia Gandhi when he came outside and spoken with the media. So this is how Pawar has kept everybody guessing, and therefore the speculations in Maharashtra are on the rise.
Okay. Mandar, many thanks for taking us. Their entire series, sequence of meetings. Undoubtedly, there is a reason that Sharad Pawar keeps everyone guessing now on what's going to be the next move of the NCP, because he's left it open. It could impact Maharashtra politics. It could impact NCP's relation in the centre there as well, with all of those details there. We'll have to leave it at that. On that note, it is a wrap on the show, isn't it?